So, you may be wondering what I'm doing here in this helicopter.
Boss, I've been meaning to tell you something.
Let him.
Friend Zero has been
Okay, now that Ocelot's done, I can finally start the video. It's been a fucking minute. Anyway, so I was watching what's her face's yeah, my cousin Emily Cookie Dough. You should check her out on YouTube. She made a pretty cool video about video game tutorials. Uh, I've been thinking about this for like 9 years, and I think it's when I saw that when she mentioned it on stream, sorry, she mentioned it on stream before the video came out that I was thinking about it. And you know what? Xenoblade X, not the best tutorials. You know? Kinda ass. Gonna drop over there.
Select a landing zone.
Close enough.
Heading to Afghanistan.
So, what I was thinking about was that. Oh, sorry, hang on. What I was thinking about is. Sorry, okay, okay, I also started thinking about this when someone else made a video on why the Xenoblade series isn't as popular. That video came up like right after I finished watching Emily's video. And they were talking about like how Xenoblade is so complicated, like needlessly so. Not needlessly so, but it's just so hard to get into, right? Like who's about to learn how to play fucking who's gonna learn how to play Overdrive, right? When Xenoblade X isn't gonna tell you how to play Overdrive. And that brings us to the next point. Xenoblade X doesn't tell you how to play Xenoblade X. So how are people supposed to play Xenoblade X? Right? What's a man to do when the game doesn't want you to play? That's so messed, like, right? Cause you want to know how to play the game, right? You want to have fun. The game doesn't want to tell you how to do that. Overdrive is probably the most fun turn-based combat mechanic ever made, and like, it's just not, it just doesn't want to tell you how to play. They're just not willing at all. Like, the fundamentals, you have to, I keep saying like, god damn it, I'm turning into a fucking Starbucks white girl. It's just, why do you not tell people how Overdrive works? Like, that's the one thing that could use a text box tutorial. Everything else doesn't need to just be the fucking scroll by the tutorial windows type teach you how to play the game. Like, it's very easy to learn the fundamentals of X, but it's like, why would you go through all those text box and then go to the system and then into tips and then start reading all those shitty tutorials? Now you may be saying, oh, but they have a thing on screen that tells you how Overdrive works now. That does not cover the fundamentals of Overdrive, brother. It doesn't. It just doesn't. So, it doesn't tell you that using a debuff art for every hit you land on the enemy, you get TP based on your Overdrive count. That is probably one of the most... Sorry, a little bit of turbulence, it's a bit loud.
Mission list updated.
I can't. Okay, sorry. No, I can't. Give me a. Oh my god, I forgot I've said this is. Italian village without a roof for sleeping under. Corrupted be a deadly demon hunter. Catholic father without a father. Alright. Let's grab the brown bear first. But yeah, it's just not great, you know? I think Xenoblade X has to be one of the worst offenders of not telling you how to play the game. They're just not interested in telling you at all. Overdrive is so fundamental to how the game plays, right? It's so fun to use. Even in that video I mentioned earlier with the guy saying, oh, the games are too complicated for new players to get in, it's not very beginner friendly. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. I still don't know how to play fucking Xenoblade 2. I don't like that game. I should be just down here somewhere. Yeah, not a big Xenoblade 2 guy. I like the boobs, that's it. Okay, should be around this area. Ah. Oh. Do. I've also been thinking about making a best boss fights of all time, but oh, okay, I'm not hiding from them.
That's the target.
Fucking combat rolled that. It's like Helldivers. I'm gonna stun. Ow. Do headshots matter? Pretty. Oh. That's a lot of shots there. Okay. Oh Lord.
Boss, that's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Please don't.
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
Okay, where was I? Right, I remember the tutorials they put on screen for Overdrive only telling you, like, color combinations. They don't tell you how to, like, increase the timer, which is probably the most important thing you need to know. If you don't know anything else, you have to know how to increase the timer in Overdrive. That is probably the most important thing. A change I liked, by the way, they make an actual time, like a stopwatch for Overdrive instead of just making it a fucking little breaks that decay over time. Fucking impossible to keep track of. You have a limit of like 15 seconds until it's too much. Now you can just do it for over 100 seconds. It's awesome. Snake, what are you doing? I know. I can see it. Oof. Let's use this. Oh, Lord. Oh my god. He's learning. Let's just become more precise at first person. Hey! Can he even be stunned, or do I have to? Okay.
Boss, that's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Okay, take a sharp turn here so we can't easily get away. No, 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 no. Hey, Snake. Snake, please. Can use the horse as a shield. Does stun grenades help?
Clouds
Did I back off for too long? Okay, I don't... What am I supposed to... I feel like the only thing I can do is put it to sleep. That... When I did this on my first playthrough, I think that's what I did. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, can't stun him, but, you know, that works. Okay, that was a lot of wasted ammo.
Side ops list updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Wrong way. Yeah, I've been thinking about, well, I kind of want to just make more videos. I feel like it's Emily's little production there that kind of motivated me. I think I'm going to ask her someday if I can just look in on some of her editing sessions so I can start learning. I can do basic cuts and put in some text and images into Clipchamp. I didn't use Clipchamp last time. What did I use last time to make the last video? I forget, but video something. It was some weird off-brand shit or something. I don't know. I kind of want to like actually make videos. It's really fun to do, and I like it. Am I gonna be a big old YouTube star? No. Look into Snake's eye. No. No. I don't even have a microphone. I just have this shitty fucking gamer mic attached to my headphones. I did not. Okay. This is fun. I like this. I like just playing video games and talking about things. Those are the only two things in life I enjoy. That's why I'm so good at public speaking. On a text. What was I talking? Oh yeah, Xenoblade. Totally forgot about that.
Enemy print. If I take out this guy, then the other guy will just have to check out the electric. Oh, okay. Well, what was I so concerned about? This is easy. Damn, this is a baby game. Weather will clear shortly.
Look over there. No, stop.
motherfucker. I think I've only ever told this once. I think whenever I told people I was Asian in like high school and stuff, and they thought I was like Chinese, I would like say, yes, I'm Japanese and Russian or something. I forgot exactly how I would say it. Oh, there's the guy. Let's see if you're any good.
Analysis complete.
Yes.
Now here we see the patented snake force pull.
The map has been updated.
Nice. There's a cat at my door. It's just like I'm streaming, but I'm just recording and talking. Welcome in, Maki. Yeah, that's my chair. Okay, I can't sit. Okay, I guess I'm taking a break to just pat my cat and sit here, I guess. It's been 20 minutes. It's not even been that
Caution.
long.
Sandstorm approaching.
Okay, might as well wait out the sandstorm then. Pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about the Xenoblade X tutorials. Well, I guess there's a lot of stuff they just don't cover. I was only thinking about like the combat. I wasn't thinking about other stuff in the gameplay they don't teach you about. So there's a lot of stuff in X that I would say kind of warrants giant blocks of text tutorials. And you know what, I'll say it, those giant blocks aren't even that good when you do read them. They only vaguely tell you what might happen if you do something. Like, technically the first time you get introduced to Lao is through a text box tutorial in like chapter 3, or no, chapter 2, when he's like, "Hi, I'm Lao, I'm with the Pathfinders. I installed data probes, and we're doing this to probe Mira and make it a more hospitable planet and gather data and stuff." They don't really tell you what data probes do at that point. They don't tell you about mining. That usually comes like once you, like data probe installations, like research and mining probes. They don't tell you about that until like after chapter 3, which I guess is fair that they don't tell you that yet, but they removed the, no they didn't, I was thinking about the technical skills
Shortly.
quest. It's just really, I don't see myself, no, I didn't use all of the gameplay mechanics when I was first playing the game. No, I just didn't. That's not great. You really want to be using all the gameplay mechanics in X, because that's what gives you such a huge advantage in the game. That's what makes the game fair. And like, a lot of things possible. But they're not very interested in telling you about the gameplay mechanics, simply or easily. They just want you to fucking read a Wikipedia article about it. It's fucking boring. And at times there are even points where they don't tell you that stuff through these black text tutorials. You have to go to a tips menu in the settings menu. And even then you don't even get that sometimes. So what's the point? They just don't tell you how overdrive works at all. They don't tell you that auras can increase the timer. They don't tell you that debuff arts get you TP. They don't tell you that using a range into a melee art isn't gonna get you any overdrive bonuses. It just cancels out the effects. They don't tell you that well, they do tell you that buff arts double your overdrive count afterwards. They don't tell you that buff arts, some reason, increase your timer. These are like the fundamentals of overdrive. They're trying to tell you about the deeper mechanics of overdrive that don't really matter, and you're not going to be using those too much, especially the debuff stuff. Why do I want to extend the debuff time when it's already at least 40 seconds from tertiary cooldowns? Or at least when I can immediately reuse it and just reapply the debuff and get TP, but they don't tell you that. They don't tell you. I'm thinking about whether I'm gonna like cut this up into the segments that are relevant to what I was talking about, or if I'm just gonna upload this in full. I don't think anyone's actually interested in the Phantom Pain gameplay. I just wanted to have this in the background so I wouldn't be just sitting here talking, which I kind of am. But like, you know, I find it so hard to talk to myself when I'm playing a game. Like, I'm able to think just fine. It's just when I put it, it's like when I put the recording software on, I go brain dead. just smooth brained. I can't think. I must destroy the satellite dish. That's all that can go through my mind. That's why I think that's why when I was writing a script for my video, I was way more just what do you, yeah, you see what I mean? It sucks. I can't do it.